There are certain graphs that you're expected to know the shapes of so that you can produce them in a sketch. You're also expected to be able to do these on the calculator, and we'll look at that in a subsequent lesson. The first of these is y equals x squared. The basic y equals x squared curve looks like this. It's perfectly symmetrical about the y-axis. This point here, which is the minimum point on the curve, is known as a vertex, and for y equals x squared, the vertex is at 0, 0. The graph will continue to go upwards, increasingly steeply, forever. The next one is y is x cubed. Y is x cubed comes up like this, gets shallower and shallower, and instantaneously goes flat at the origin, and then curves upwards, getting ever steeper. Goes through the origin, so 0, 0 is a point on this curve. Y is the square root of x is another one of these curves. This starts at the origin and curves over like this. As time goes on, it gets shallower and shallower, but never comes completely flat. Always at any point, if there is an increase in x, there will be an increase in y. So it always has a positive gradient, or we could say it always slopes slightly upwards. The reason the curve does not exist back here is because you can't take the square root of a negative number. The next curve you should know is y is the cube root of x, which looks like this. You can take the cube root of a negative number. For example, the cube root of negative 8 is negative 2. Like the square root, this does get shallower, but will never come downwards or be completely flat. It will continue to go upwards here and continue to go downwards here. Y is equal to 1 over x is a discontinuous curve. It has one portion up here and one down here. It will continue along here and along here. It will get closer and closer to the positive x-axis along here, but will never reach the axis. A line which a curve gets closer and closer to, but never arrives at, is known as an asymptote. This curve has the positive x-axis as an asymptote, and also the positive y-axis, and this portion has the negative x-axis and negative y-axis as asymptotes.